If you have a newer Mac computer, it probably came with Image Playground pre-installed. It's time for you to learn this powerful, exciting AI tool. This is going to be fun. Let's get started. So what is Image Playground? It is an AI image generator that runs on your Mac. So it does not involve using the internet. You don't have to deal with credits. You don't have to pay for any of it. It just comes included on your Mac. And to access Image Playground for the first time, I recommend just going here to the Spotlight search and typing in Image Playground. And this should come pre-installed on newer Mac computers. Once Image Playground loads up, you'll see the description bar down here. This is where you can type your prompts. Above the description bar, we have some concepts, or chips they're sometimes called, that include themes or backgrounds, accessories or costumes that you may want to add to your AI image. There are also expressions, places, or settings. And these are just quick ways or shortcuts for adding elements to your AI image. You can also add people into your AI image, and there are a couple of different ways we could do that. We'll look at that a little later in the video. We do also have a styles selector here at the top, so I can click here and switch from animation to sketch or illustration. We also have a Genmoji option and a way to connect it to ChatGPT if we want to. I'm going to switch to animation for my first example. And let's say I want an image of a cat reading a book. So I'll enter that prompt, and Image Playground is working on creating it. There it is. Looks great. And now I can refine this image by clicking on any of these concepts below. Maybe the cat is in a rainforest, so now it adds that element to my image. Maybe there's a sunset in the distance. He's still in the rainforest though. And maybe it is summertime. So each of these selections is changing my AI image. Now, if I regret any of these changes, I can click to remove any of these elements. Maybe the sunset. Let's get rid of that. And now the cat is back just in the rainforest. Now let's do another example. Let's say I'm happy with this one. I can just click save, and then I'll go back in the upper left and I'll create a new image. And this one I want to be of a stone medieval castle on a hill. A knight is riding on a horse. So I submit that, and look what happened. Image Playground wants me to include a person in this image. So I can go down here and click on person. And when I do, I get this appearance option, which I can click on, and a random character, a random person, is put into this scene. Now, if I'm not happy with the character that the AI chose for this image, I can just go back down here and click edit, and I can change the skin color of the character. I could choose a different look for that character, and there are other characteristics to choose from, but I'll just go with this, click done, and the character changes. Now, another thing I can try is I can add an image from my computer. So by clicking here, I can choose a photo that's in my photos library, or I could even go down here and choose a file. This could be an image of me or of a friend, family member. But once I upload that, an AI-generated version of that image is put into the image I'm working on. So both of these options down here are very important and useful in Image Playground. Now let's say I'm happy with this image as it is. I could click here on these three dots and choose to save the image. I can also just click this checkbox here, and then I can click here to go back to my collection of AI images. I can share any of these by right-clicking on them and choosing share. There's various ways I could share this image, including just adding it to my photos on this computer. And now when I load up photos, there it is. And now I can use this image in Apple Pages. I can use it in Microsoft Word, Google Docs, whatever I want to use this image in, I can do so. And as I mentioned at the beginning, this required no credits, no internet connection. So this is superior in many ways to other AI image generators. Just as a reminder, remember that when you're working on your image, you can select other styles. Instead of animation, you could choose illustration, and it will look a little different. You could also go with sketch, and There are Genmoji options as well. So this is a way for you to create your own emoji icons and other similar images. So if you own a Mac computer, especially a newer one, Image Playground is definitely worth checking out and giving it a try. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you found it to be helpful. If you did, please like, follow, and subscribe. And when you do, click the bell and you'll be notified when I post another video. If you'd like to support my channel, the best way to do that is to become a channel member, but you could also click the thanks button below the video. You could support me through my Patreon account or by buying channel merch, and you'll see more information about those options in the description below the video.